Kadeem, it seemed like this is the first game you really had your go back out there. How did it feel for you to kind of be in control out there?
Well, it felt good, you know. My teammates and coaches gave me confidence after the loss to Butler and really all year, really. And, you know, I had a good 4 days of practice when we got back, and, you know, I just put it all together tonight and just had a good game.
Kadeem, what was something you guys learned from Butler from that loss?
You know, really just playing hard throughout the whole game. You know, finishing out the game strong and keep fighting, really.
What's the biggest difference with you in the last 3 years since you got here?
You know, really a confidence thing. Sitting out that first year, I really lost a lot of confidence, and last year, just trying to get it all back. And with this being my last year, coach really gave me a different role on the team. And you know, with me being the only senior on the team, I have to lead by example and try to lead the younger guys. And so I just try to go out there and play hard.
For both of you guys, what's in the pit of your stomach when you see another guy go down like Parker did?
I mean, Parker, you know, should be fine. He's a really good player. And with us, we stick together as a team. We came as a unit, and we just spoke, and we just kept fighting. We got the win.
How tough is that to see that happen again? I mean, you guys are already working shorthanded out there.
You know, it's very tough, but, you know, we really don't know his injury. You know, got to see Coach Miller on that, and, you know, hopefully he'll be back next game and he'll be ready to play.
Did you feel any additional pressure, Kadeem? He's out playing point and a little more.
No, you know, I played it last year, so I'm very familiar with it, and I'm comfortable there. So, you know, I was just out there just playing basketball.
But you almost have to play every minute you can stand it. It seems like when this team loses just one guy either.
I mean, I'm ready for it.
You had that back-to-back play with Kobe. You fed him, he fed you. What's it nice when you guys are working in sync like that?
You know, it's good, you know, when we get stops like that on defense and run our quick hitters and get plays. You know, Coach Miller talk about it all day, every day, really, just Phoenix, getting stops on defense and run. That's the best way, really, to play basketball. And as long as we get stops, we can have more plays like that throughout the season.
What does it do for you guys offensively when Lowry's hitting threes like that?
You know, it's different for Lowry because he's a 7-footer who can stretch out the floor. And coming off ball screens and with him popping, it gives the defense, you know, it messes them up. They really don't know what to do. So, you know, we take advantage on that. And he had a hot hand tonight, so we were just feeding him the ball.
Well, you guys were able to get into some half-court sets there in the second half. What were you hoping to get out of that tonight?
You know, first we was playing without Parker. So with that, you know, we just kept fighting and playing hard. You know, we just kept running our sets. For me, it's a new task. I had to play the 2 guard for a little bit. And then for Lowry playing the 3, we just kept playing our game, and, you know, we got the win.
Anything else? Ronnie, what's your you know, kind of adjustment been like? Not only, like you said, now you're having to play a couple different positions, but just Coach is talking a couple times about offensively knowing when to drive, and, you know, it's a little tricky trying not to avoid that offensive foul.
Yeah, I would probably say my biggest adjustment from high school to college is probably knowing when to drive, when to attack the rim. You know, the ball has to get moving a little bit before I can go and play my game. That's, you know, that causes a lot of charges for me early on this year. But I feel a lot more confident in my abilities in attacking the rim now. You know, I'm working on my pull-up jump shot, the floaters. Off one leg is going to be rare for me now.
Yeah, have you developed kind of a different sense on, you know, when to stop, when to pull up?
Yeah.
How do you get there again? How do you get there to figure that out?
To figure out when.
Has there been a turning point so far this season where you said, you know what, I can't do that, I got it?
I'd probably say after Vegas. You know, I kept trying to play my old high school basketball game in Vegas and before that. But, you know, I had a long talk with Coach, and he told me, you know, it's causing unforced turnovers with me doing that. So I'm working on it.
Kadeem, last year you guys played at Gonzaga. Looking forward this Saturday, going to LA and playing Gonzaga. You guys just got done playing Butler at a neutral site. Does it matter to you whether you guys play at a neutral site or even at somebody else's house?
No, it really doesn't matter. You know, whatever we do, we have to play Arizona basketball. Doesn't matter where are we. We could be home, away. We just have to do what we do. And tomorrow in practice, we have a lot to go over and get better at. So when we go to LA Saturday, we'll be prepared and ready for Gonzaga.
How excited are you guys to play Gonzaga again?
We're very excited. This is a chance for our team really to bring out the best in our team, and this big boy basketball Saturday.
What do you think of that matchup? I mean, you beat them up there. It was a big win last year for you guys. It seems like the way they're playing now, they're even better, though. What do you think about them so far, anyway?
I really haven't watched them this year, really. So I can't really comment on that. But it was a good win last year when we went up there, and we looking forward to go there Saturday, play hard, and come out with another win.
Anything else?